Salute, and welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. I'm your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of recording early in the morning, also known as the voice of the streets, but better known as the glue, because I like to keep things together and keep them in their proper perspective. How you doing out there this morning? It's early Friday morning. The weekend is here, and what a way to start the weekend off with nothing other than another classic video from your boy Big Fruit. Y'all see the title, right? Fulton Street hitters. We ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna get right into it. Rest in peace to all the OGs and the legendary figures off of Fulton Street that has passed away and they are no longer with us. You understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you this, right? My history with Fulton Street go way back to the 70s, man, when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? Because my moms and pops used to rip and run on Fulton Street. My moms and pops used to get high on Fulton and Clawson at the park. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know now, you know. And I could recall, you know what I'm saying? I could vividly could remember being a child up and down Fulton Street with my moms and pops, man. I remember that shit vividly. You know what I'm saying? They would come to because at one time, you know what I'm saying, they did have custody of me, and they lost custody of me because of they ripping and running in the streets. My grandma stepped in the middle and took me and was like, listen, that's a wrap. But it was times where they used to come back to LG, snatch me up, take me out for a day or two. And I somehow used to end up on Fulton Street with these motherfuckers because they was out there getting high. You understand what I'm saying? And I can remember all the old legendary motherfuckers, man. I'm talking legendary. You know what I'm saying? Right now, these dudes I'm talking about probably in their 70s because my pops is 70 years old. My old Earth Food Queen is no longer with us, but my OG, he's still with me, man. He's 70, going to be 71 next month. You know what I'm saying? So these old timers that I vividly remember faces, no names. Oh, my God. Then it was a time when I used to rip and run in the streets with the older dudes in my hood. And we used to walk, I remember we used to walk up Classen Avenue to Fulton Street. And that's when the shuttle was popping. I can't remember the hustle, but the OGs were schooling us to a hustle with the shuttle tickets. I can't remember the hustle exactly, but we had a hustle on Fulton Street with the shuttle tickets. And I remember being a part of that hustle because I was down there getting my shuttle tickets, doing whatever I had to do to make me an extra dollar. I remember that as well. Also about Fulton Street, I remember, you know, I told y'all about my stepbrother beat me for that motherfucking money, right? Although he's a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? His mama is good people, you know what I'm saying? Although he a piece of shit, his mama good people. But I remember being a kid, my stepmoms used to come to LG to snatch me up on the night before she would take me to see my dad in Sing Sing. And whenever she would snatch me up, I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I was a kid. I had to be, 10, 11 years old. For some reason, the car used to stop on Lafayette between Fulton and whatever. We would double park the car. And somebody would always get out and go conduct business on Fulton Street. Not no Dauphine shit. Some real business. So if you ask me, man, I think somebody on Fulton Street was selling big weight. If it wasn't coke, it was weed back then. Because my stepmoms was getting to it. You know what I'm saying? If you know, my stepmoms was major back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? She was doing a thing big. She used to pull up an LG and all types of shit to come pick me up. And niggas used to be like, yo, who that? It's like, yo, that's my pop's girl. That's my stepmoms. You know what I'm saying? But I remember her conducting business on Fulton Street. So somebody on Fulton Street was handling big weight. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into these Fulton Street hitters, man. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, rest in peace to Yaya. Yaya was a cat who represented Fulton Street, came down to LG fucking with Lil Tyson. They was ripping and running with Bush, and Yaya was solid. You know what I'm saying? Yaya was solid. I can remember the last time I saw Yaya, it had to be January 1st, 1991. It was a New Year. It was a happy New Year's party in the basement of 50 grand grandmother crib. Rest in peace to 50 grand. We had a New Year's party in the basement of 50 grandma's crib on I can't forget the bar. Was it Quincy or some shit like that? But anyway, it was the basement party where Mr. 50 Grand used to do his thing. That's where he did his thing with Biggie. But we used to have parties there every year. You know what I'm saying? We had a New Year's party there, and I could recall me, Mo Dog, and Yaya being in the building at the same time. So rest in peace to Yaya. You know what I'm saying? Yaya was a stepper. You know what I'm saying? But they put Yaya down, son. They put Yaya down on Fulton Street, 9-1 Summer? Yeah, I think I was in the 6th building. I think I was in the 4th building, locking next door to Brooklyn Mo and 6 Lower Bing. And I got a piece of mail from home. Somebody finally wrote a nigga. You know, you don't get too much mail on Rikers Island. But somebody wrote me on Rikers Island and told me Yaya got murdered. 9-1 Summer, Yaya and Money Will, rest in peace. 2 Fulton Street dudes that got laid down. 9-1 Summer. You know what I'm saying? I think Money Will got laid down closer towards Nostrand Avenue, and Yaya got laid down on NA Rock. You know what I'm saying? The legend of Money Will, man. Money Will is not really from Fulton Street, but he represents Fulton Street. You know what I'm saying? But Money Will, I grew to know who Money Will was. 89. He started coming through with Bush when Bush came home. Like I told you, Bush came home and all them Fulton Street niggas was in LG. You know what I'm saying? All of them. All these niggas I'm about to name drop, they all showed up in LG in 89 with the nigga Bush. So Money Will showed up in the Project 89 with the nigga Bush. You know what I'm saying? Money Will he had a real slick tongue. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad leg, so he walked to the limp. And all that shit just was cool to a nigga. I remember my man Manny P used to try to walk like Money Will, this shit. You know what I'm saying? Money Will had the coolest walk in the projects. And if you ask me, son, he had the slickest tongue. Wasn't nobody's tongue slick like Ron K. Rest in peace, big Ron K. Then when Ron K died, Swells came. Swell's tongue was slicker than a motherfucker. And then when they knocked Swells in 89, Money Will came right behind Swells. And I ain't gonna front. Money Will had to get for gab. Money Will had to get for gab, son. Only strike I had against Money Will, man. Money Will's an OG out there messing with a little 14, 15-year-old girl, man. Yeah, listen. She jumped out the window calling me all types of rats, pedophiles, and all this other crazy shit. She was giving me the labels of her brothers. She was giving me the label of her baby father because her brothers was rats. And yes, indeed, son, you know I'm going to keep it 100, especially when you come for me. Money Will was on some pedophile shit. You know what I'm saying? He was out there knocking her neck off, put a baby in her by the time she was 15. He was fucking with her when she was 14. By the time she was 15, he put a baby in her. You know what I'm saying? So they got a beautiful son together or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They let the record reflect. He was getting down on some pedophile shit, and I ain't holding my tongue because she asked for that. But anyway, Money Will was a stepper. They was coming through back and everything down. Yo, I remember when the nigga Black Reg, bitch ass nigga from LG. I remember when the nigga Black Reg was messing with the ugly chick before me. She dismissed Reg because she was on my meat. But when she was fucking with Black Reg, I remember a time we was sitting in the back edge smoking weed. And at the time, Money Will was with his baby. He wasn't with her, but the baby was a newborn. He was coming through. And we was sitting in the back, edge smoking weed. We ain't thinking of it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't thinking of it. We chunk. Nigga Money Will came back there. Like I said, ain't no smoke. Yo, what up, Will? He was like, yo, what up, son? And he told the nigga Reg. He was like, yeah, son, what up? Reg was like, yo, ain't nothing. He said, yeah, I heard you fucking with my baby mama, man. What's good? He was like, nah, son, nah, I didn't like that. Copped out immediately, lying on his dick, denying the fact that he's smashing her. Money Will had that nigga shook in that back exit. I don't know. If he would have stood his ground, little did he know, we was all gripped up. So that shit could have went either way. But Black Reg is a straight girl. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was totally surprised when that nigga was on here beefing with me on the internet. But you know how this shit go. You could be who you want to be on the internet, son. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Black Reg was taking shots at your boy Big Fruit. But anyway, you had other steppers that was coming through in 89, like I told you. I think Money Will lost his life 9-1 Summer while I was in 6 Lower Bing, locking niggas door to Mo. And I'm going to tell you how I remember. 9-1 Summer, I was not in the ugly broad. She was supposed to be rolling. She fell off. When Money Will got his head pushed back, she fell off. So I had to respect it. I understand. Listen, your baby father got killed. Your mind all fucked up. Do you? I'm going to hold this down. And that's what I did. And that's what I did. But 9-1 Summer, they definitely put Money Will down. Then you had the legendary Cheese and Jenny Dean. Listen, man. Cheese and Jimmy Dean. One was high yellow, and the other one was black as a motherfucker. And you talk about two motherfuckers that was coming through LG and had niggas shook. See, in LG, we didn't think light-skinned niggas was soft. Absolutely not. Because we had a taste of Crazy Troy, we had a taste of Wives, and we had a taste of cheese. So don't get it twisted, son. LG always had a level of respect for light-skinned niggas. All light-skinned niggas ain't soft. Don't get it twisted. Rest in peace to Hamo and T-Rock. That's another example for you. You know what I'm saying? Light-skinned niggas ain't soft. But cheese and them niggas came through 89, son. And I'm telling you, man, when Bush used to walk through with these niggas, they used to have shit shook. The L shit is this. Jimmy D had bad feet, son. You see Jimmy Dean walk through the projects next to you, know that nigga taking off his shoes. He was taking off his shoes, let these shit's bunions air out. Jimmy D had bad feet, little black motherfucker. Yo, Jimmy Dean was a little black motherfucker who looked just like Peter Rabbit. We used to tell Peter Rabbit, yo, that's your father. He looked just like Peter Rabbit, son. Word. Them niggas was coming through, booking everything. Shit, I remember one day, right? We was sitting on the middle bench in the projects. The whole little crew, my little crew, me, Butter World, Porter Rab, Porto, Peter Rab, Popsy, Izzy, 89 Summer, Jimbo, Sleep, the whole Rat Pack. We sitting out there chilling one day, 89 Summer, the project. And as we sitting on the middle bench is between 411 and 415. We sitting on the middle benches chilling. And from the front of the projects, you can see, Mikey, Hedo, Ralphie, all these niggas, black male, they little crew. You can see these niggas walking down the middle of the projects. This is spring 89 when Bush first came home. They coming through regular day, you know what I'm saying? As they get to the middle, you can see Bush and his crew pop out 415. Boom, Bush baby moms and his kids lived in that building. So Bush went upstairs, got his kids and shit. He come out with his two little kids. He got his crew with him. You know they all gripped up. They step out the building. Boom. When they step out the building, they can see them niggas walking. This is my word. So you can hear them niggas. We sitting on the bench and we can hear them niggas whispering to each other. Yo, son, just keep walking. Yo, just keep walking. Act like you don't hear them niggas. Keep walking. Act like you don't hear these niggas. Niggas shook to death. So they kept walking. Bush calling the niggas, yo. The niggas ain't answering. So the niggas act like they'll hear Bush, they keep walking. So Bush send the shooters through the back door. Yo, go through the back door. So as them niggas keep walking, like they don't hear Bush, the shooters come through the back door, back them niggas down. Yo, y'all hear that nigga calling y'all? Them niggas stop dead in their tracks. Oh, no, we ain't here. He calling y'all. Bush came around. Yo, shut. We watching now. We can't really hear, but we watching. Oh, shit. Got them niggas shook. Yo, listen, son. Them niggas had niggas shaking in 89. But see, I always tell y'all that Ralphie, Mikey, Hedo, that generation, they were a generation above us. So we sitting back watching this shit. Oh, shit. Everybody scared of this nigga Bush. Bush got all these niggas shook. And being that we were the shorties, he never applied that pressure on us. Instead, he was trying to linger some of us his way. And sure enough, Peter Rab, Porto, World, Wizzo, Diesel, and even Boo Flair, they all at one time or another was up under the nigga Bush. Because for some reason, man, he knew them the niggas. The shorties, them the niggas. They gonna carry LG, not these other niggas. And sure enough, that's how things played out. You know what I'm saying? I can remember the time the nigga 10 here came through LG to check on me. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie 10 kid out of Fort Greene. He got his new YouTube channel, 10 Toes Down, I think. Some shit like that. It's 2 10 Toes Down now out there. You know what I'm saying? I know both of them. But 10 kid came to LG to visit me and shit. And I was on the phone with the nigga the other day talking about this shit. He think another motherfucker lined him up. I'm telling him exactly how it went down. So he was like, all right, if you remember, you remember. We used to go back and forth for about a half hour trying to get the story right. But I remember vividly, man. Tanker came to LG to check me and a chick. And when he came through to check me and the chick, the nigga Black Reg saw him. Black Reg being the girl he is, he ran the bush in them niggas. Yo, nigga at the projects with some work on him. And they ran down on 10K. Back down and back them down. It was Great God and Money Will, if I remember vividly, son. And niggas had the nigga 10K sitting on the bench. And they was patting the nigga pockets looking for the work. Told the nigga they was gonna shoot him in one of his legs, all types of shit. Scared the little nigga, you know what I'm saying? Take it my generation, man. Y'all don't fuck with us. Y'all fuck with the older niggas. Why y'all fucking with this nigga? But Black Red sent them niggas. So after them niggas I think Money Will knew Tankhead. Yeah, he knew Tankhead because Tankhead VJ off in Iraq. Shout out to Don V. Tankhead VJ little brother. And like I told you, Money Will, although he represented Fulton Street, he was from the Notion Avenue area. So he knew Tankhead. Oh shit, little Sean, that's VJ brother. He left the nigga alone. Tankhead, man, let me know what happened, Sean. I got wind that nigga Black Reg did that shit. I told Tankhead whip that nigga ass right then and there. Tankhead beat that nigga Reg all over LG, son. Beat the smoke out the nigga. He beat the nigga so bad, Ralphie tried to jump in. And that's when I jumped in and I had to back the nigga Ralphie down, let the nigga know I don't give a fuck if he from LG or not. That nigga in here to see me. And niggas is gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to hook off on Ralphie and put him in his motherfucking place that day. But yeah, them niggas back down. Okay. Them OG niggas back Tankhead down, son. Had him scared to death, man. Yeah, man. OG, son. I never really heard how Cheese lost his life. I don't know the particulars on that one. In fact, I found out Cheese passed the Essence in 9-4. When Biggie dropped his album, and I read the back of the cassette, and he said, rest in peace to all the Fulton Street legends, and he said, rest in peace to Cheese. So I found out Cheese passed away from Biggie. Rest in peace to Cheese, rest in peace to Jimmy Dean, rest in peace to Money Will, you know what I'm saying? But, and Yaya, you know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to my boy Blair. Now, Blair was a throwback, son. Blair wasn't on no stick-up shit. Blair take money, and Blair was hustling. I remember Blair when I was a kid. He's one person I definitely remember off of Fulton Street as a kid. Because Blair had to be about 3, maybe 4 years older than me. So if I'm 10 running around LG, Blair 13, 14 years old in LG running with eyes in them niggas. Running with Eyes and Tarzan and Dirty Little Gary, that 456 crew running back and forth to Midtown, taking money, boosting, stealing, jostling, all that shit. That's how I know Blair. Blair was a throwback, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Blair was a throwback. Rest in peace to Blair, man. That was the homie, Sean. Rest in peace to Blair. Blair also lost his life. I think Blair lost his life 89, 90, you know what I'm saying? 89, 90. Because like I said, we was up in the crib, me and World chilling, playing video games. Wise was up in there. Polite came to check Wise, and Polite told Wise that Blair passed away. You know what I'm saying? Polite cried like a baby. That was his guy. I didn't know until that very day that he actually knew Blair. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Blair Fulton Street boy. Polite was a Bedford Avenue boy. You know what I'm saying? Bed-Stuy. It's all the same. All that's Bed-Stuy. But Blair was a Fulton Street boy. Polite was a Bedford Avenue boy, and I didn't know they knew each other until that day. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Blair. Now, I got to give a major shout out to all the ladies off of Fulton Street, son. You know what I'm saying? It's too many to name. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace to Nelda. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bird. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of them down there that got to it, son. I remember one time, son, and they was beefing with LG chicks hard. Because I remember vividly, son, it was 9-1. And the Broad Red got into some shit down there, ran into one of them Fulton Street chicks. They was beefing, and the bitch straight threw a lie in Red face. I think she had a lie in a soda can. You know what I'm saying? And the bitch Red ran down on her. They was beefing, whatever. She threw that shit in Red face. Psh! Fuck the face all up, skin peeling, all that shit. So Red came back to LG to round up the troops. You know what I'm saying? She came to get her sisters, rest in peace. At the time, Sean was alive as well. She came to get Keisha and Sean. So we edging this shit on. Word is beef. All right, come on, we coming. So we all go down on Fulton Street. We walking through Fulton Street, a bunch of niggas and some chicks. They looking for the chick she got beef with. Man, they didn't find the right chick, but they found some of them chicks that was there when that shit went down. And I tell you, son, the chicks tried to run in the building. Man, they ran in the building behind them chicks. So now we all in the building. They talking, where that bitch at? Whoa, this, that, the third. Where that bitch at? And they didn't have no lie. But Sean, rest in peace. Sean was a G. Sean had some pneumonia. When the bitches was talking, Sean was like, yo, fuck all that. Sean took that motherfucking pneumonia and threw that shit in two bitches' faces. Psh, 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 psh. Bitches was yelling and screaming. We just got the fuck up out of there because we ain't know what the fuck that was. We got the fuck up out of there. Sure, these bitches is bugging. We got up out of there. They threw the ammonia in the bitches' faces and whipped them bitches' ass in that building, son. Word, I didn't know those chicks that they did that to, but I personally know little Leslie, you know what I'm saying, Bird, you know what I'm saying. I knew Nelda personally, but them chicks they ran down on in the building that day, I didn't know them personally though, you know what I'm saying. So I didn't have their names, but I was there. I was there when the LG chicks ran down on the Fulton Street chicks, you know what I'm saying. But the Fulton Street chicks, they get their props, son. They get their props. They wasn't nothing to sneeze at. They took plenty of money. They came down to LG, sold plenty of clothes. You know what I'm saying? Fulton Street was the hot spot, son. You had to be there, son. You had to be there. Fulton Street definitely recognize who they be. From Fulton and Clawson down to Fulton and Grand, legendary shit, son. Legendary. You know what I'm saying? Ron K, rest in peace. Pete Rab, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Everybody represented Fulton Street. You know what I'm saying? When I was on the come up, it was all about LG, if you ask me. Like I said, only hustling I did on Fulton Street was in the fucking early 80s with them shuttle tickets, son. I can't remember what we was doing, son. But if you a motherfucker from Bed-Stuy who used to be on Fulton Street hustling shuttle tickets, hit me in the comments and let me know how that hustle used to go down. Because I remember doing that shit, son. I remember doing that. I just can't remember exactly. You know what I'm saying? So definitely hit me up in the comments and let me know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this your boy Big Fruit. You know how I do. I come through 6 minutes, Dougie. I say what it is and say what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's a Friday morning. I wanted to start my weekend off with a tribute to Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Y'all already know what it is, the Fulton Street hitters. Now, like I said, once again, rest in peace to Cheese. Rest in peace to Jimmy Dean. Rest in peace to Blair. Rest in peace to Nelda. Rest in peace to Money Will. Rest in peace to Ron K. Rest in peace to Rab. Rest in peace to Yaya. You know what I'm saying? Fulton Street. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Big Fruit. Y'all know how I do. Until next time, salute.